Hello and welcome. And 2026 is here, whether we're ready or not. It has come. But I wanted to be sure to remind everyone that we're still in the year of the wood snake. So today's experience, there's going to be a shedding of a kind through Compassion Key, which is why I've added this in today. And I'm going to do something else at the next community ceremony that's going to be making room for when that fire horse finally is here. So I just wanted to let people know that. And hopefully everybody that's here today knows who I am. But um, my name is Judy Keating, and I run a company called Wise Transformation, and everyone is welcome. I'm so glad so many of you could join today. Um, and if you're on the recording, Happy New Year. And I really hope that you know that this recording that you're listening to is going to go very deep. So do not listen to it while you are driving. Please, please, please listen to it when you can pay attention. So um, we're going to call in sacred space, and I'm going to do a mini compassion key session. And I know that that's not for everybody in terms of some people love it, some people, maybe. But I'm going to do it for you to have compassion for you with everything that happened in 2025. That's sort of the intent of that. I'm going to talk a little bit about the timing. We're going to use Lisa Michaels' Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle. And depending on the time that we have left, I may just go to the cards and let you all pull cards. I may not go through the questions I have because I want to keep this tight to an hour if I can. So I notice it says approximately minutes. I kept changing the minutes and now there's no minutes. So this will be a timeless call, apparently. But let's get started. So normally we talk about upcoming events, and later on this afternoon at 4:30 Eastern, I get to host with Victoria Moonfire a call about a technology that I have come to really, really appreciate and has been life-changing for me. And it's going to be at 4:30 this afternoon, but you're going to keep hearing about it in 2026 from me. So if you have an interest and you're hanging out, you want to see what it's about, after this call, you can go to nzlight.com. We'll be on the call about 45 minutes, but it is all about reinvigorating your existing stem cells. And on that call, I'll talk more about how it has shifted me dramatically in many, many ways. But just know that this is a technology that you're going to start to hear more about. And if you're interested and have time this afternoon, great. But don't worry, there'll be other opportunities for you to jump in and hear about it. So just wanted you to know that was happening this afternoon. And now let's just open. Open yourself from your heart, from your solar plexus, from your low belly, and open yourself as a sacred container of you. And allow for there to be room for new growth, meaning we're going to clean some things out today as part of what we're doing for the compassion key, but we're also making room for the new. So just allow yourself to take a deep breath and just imagine that the inner container of you, which is really multidimensional and vast, is opening even more so that we can get to what needs to be moved out and we can invite in what wants to come. And we're going to ask for support from the elemental forces. Earth for foundation. Water for the power of love. Air for visioning. Fire for just the right level of growth for you. tailored to each person who's on the call and who listens to the call in whatever way you need it. In spirit, we just ask that you come forward and partner with us, each one of us individually in that special way that only you can do, as the expression of the divine that helps us to understand our own divinity. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, ladies, for creating such a beautiful container. So if you're not familiar with the Compassion Key work, it is work that basically allows you to give yourself compassion, one version of you to another. And the first part of the Compassion Key protocol is that we call upon our higher self. And our higher self can look like anything that you envision. For some people, it might be a bright light. For other people, it might be a version of you that is bigger. For some people, it's a cozy chair that they can relax in. But I just want each of you that can hear the sound of my voice, whether live or on the recording, to open to your higher self and ask that your higher self come and be with you now. And I'm going to go ahead and set up a protocol around this that I use with crystalline consciousness. So I'm going to set up our fields, and then I'm going to call on the Compassion Key work. I wanted to pull the higher selves into the group. I ask to place the vibration of opening in your individual crystalline energy field and in our crystalline group field. I ask to place the healing chambers in the appropriate order for each person in our individual crystalline energy fields and in our crystalline group field. I ask to place the vibration of the intentions of each person and of the statements we're going to make in Compassion Key in your individual crystalline energy field and in our crystalline group field. I ask to place the vibration of the 23 crystal vibrations, the 11 universal needs and mastery in your individual crystalline energy field and in our crystalline group field. I ask to connect you to the crystalline grids of the planet. I ask to connect you to the crystalline energy field. I ask that we connect to and through the crystalline energy field. I invoke opening at your head, heart, waist, solar plexus, and low belly, and feet. I just want everybody to take a deep breath as we step into opening, which is being in alignment with all the possibilities, where all the solutions live. And just allow yourself to relax into that, to know that you're part of that, but you're going to draw from that today. I invoke one creation healing chamber at your head, heart, waist, solar plexus, and low belly, and feet. I ask to anchor in the following intention as stated, this Compassion Key session. So your higher self is with you, and I just want you to imagine that they're supporting you in whatever way feels most supportive for you. And I want you to imagine that you're in one circle with your higher self, and the version of you that has made it through 2025 is in another circle across from you. And I'm going to invite you, if you can, to repeat the phrases I'm going to say. But the most important thing you can do is send love and compassion to you in 2025. I know it seems like it just finished, but 2025 was so jam-packed with so many things. So just allow you to view yourself across that other circle and send love and compassion to that version of you that probably had a lot of ups and a lot of downs. And we use the phrase, I'm so sorry that, not because we need to apologize for who we are, but it's words that are encoded in this particular healing modality that bring compassion, acceptance, love, and hope. When you talk to yourself in this way, you allow for yourself to open, which is what we asked for in the beginning. So I have come up with just some general themes that I hope will help everyone. I'm so sorry for all the ways you had to survive 2025. I'm so sorry you felt you had to protect your light. I'm so sorry for all the times you had to hunker down and hide. I'm so sorry for all the unspoken losses you had this year. I'm so sorry for all of the emotions you carried for other people this year. I'm so sorry you've still had to deal with the old world energy. I'm so sorry the labels that people have for you no longer fit. I'm so sorry for all the roles you played that you've outgrown. I'm so sorry for all of the relationships sustained by memory instead of resonance. I'm so sorry for all the times you distrusted your own timing. I'm so sorry. You no longer need to be understood to be free. I'm going to say that again because I bumbled it. I'm so sorry. You no longer need to be understood to be free. And just look at that version of you from 2025 and just tell her it's okay to release anything and everything she needs to let go of. So she can walk truly into the next season lighter. And for those of you that are on the screen, when you're complete with that, if you could open your eyes so I know you've had a chance to do that. Okay, so that was just a little um, session, but we're going to close it out. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm going to add one that Judith offered. I am so sorry for all the stress you felt. Thank you, Judith. That's a beautiful contribution. I couldn't get the chat to work for a second. I'm so glad I saw that. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that one. All right. So take another deep breath. If you want, you can wiggle your body a little bit. I'm going to invoke mastery. I invoke mastery at your navel, feet, and crown. And if you have water with you, I encourage you to take a drink or whatever tea or whatever you have, because I'm going to take a drink. My copper water. Um, Thank you, Judith. That was beautiful. Thank you. Appreciate that. How's everybody doing? Good? Good. You feel like now, okay, now we're ready. Now we're ready to set some intentions for the Cancer nurturing, loving full moon. Thank you, Victoria. Appreciate you, my sister. Okay, so we have the Cancer full moon and the sun in Capricorn. Capricorn is all about structure and form. And when I say structure and form, that's why I called on foundation for Earth. Structure and form in the big, but boom, structure and form. It's an administrator, a mature and wise one, a disciplined teacher, a hardworking leader, a good provider, and a practical business person. It is all about creating organizations and systems that last for generations. That's the sun time we're in. But we're at the Cancer full moon, which is all about nurturing and being able to receive. You nurturing you is really what Cancer is about. Because if you're fully nurtured and fully, you have sustenance emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally, then you can give from overflow. But it connects with those around you like a loyal, caring mother or father. It's sympathetic to the vulnerability of others. And it creates safe emotional space for what is tender, young, and growing. So, with those two energies in mind, I think of it sort of as the great grandmother and the good mama, and they're both here. So, you want to bring something to mind that you want guidance on about what you're trying to create in this new moon in Cancer, sorry, full moon in Cancer. So, I'm going to just put on a tiny bit of music. I hope, anyway, if I can find my cursor. Hopefully, you can hear that music. And if you're on screen, if you could just let me know when you're done. I'm trying to watch, but there's many people not on screen. If you don't mind just putting a done or a yes in the chat when you have what you want to work on, if you can. Okay. Thank you, Jane. I'm having a hard time with my chat. There we go. Awesome. Thanks, Wanda. Thanks, Lynn. I like your check mark, Lynn. Okay. All right. So if you need just another minute, I'm just going to talk to you about Earth. Earth is about the physical, the tangible, the structural. It is uh, everything that you interact with on a 3D level, including your own body. Okay, so it's the beautiful container, the Earth part, and it's also everything, including your money in the physical. And because it's Cancer and because it's the beginning of the year, I felt it was important for us to do a check-in with the cards first off. Thank you, Lisa Michaels. And so you want to go ahead and pick one or two cards that resonate with whatever you decided to work on. Who do you want to partner with in the Earth realm?
Judy, do you have them pulled up on the screen?
I do. You can't see them?
No, I cannot. Can
Okay.
I see them?
I'm going to fix it. Thank you for telling me, Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
What's about now?
Yes, see them now.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Welcome. And you want to just write down your cards and see what message Earth has for you. It probably isn't surprising that I went towards our physical body because that's what we do at New Year's. We make commitments anew. So if you need a prompt, you don't have to use this. But what support is needed for better physical health? Could be a prompt. It doesn't have to be your prompt. I really invite you to open to whatever Earth wants to tell you specifically. You know what to do when you're done. Thanks, Judith. Right. So we're now going to move into water. I'm going to pull the water cards up and let you have a gander. Go shopping. What emotional support would be the most helpful right now? Just going to wait for a couple more people to tell me they're done before we move on. Picking their card. Look into my ladies online. Give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. Okay. So when you think about your emotional realm, what does water want to tell you specifically about being emotionally nurtured because we're in this Cancer full moon? So I thought this was a great prompt for this time, but where do you need to hold emotional space for yourself? And yes, everywhere can be an answer, but pause on that for a second. Really check in. Put your hand on your heart even. Thanks, Wanda. Sue, we understand. Okay. Hopefully everybody got a good, it doesn't have to be a complicated answer. It could be very simple. Very simple. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the air realm, which is all about our mental capacity. It's all about what we can envision. It's about how we can change our perspective and how we can have freedom in our life. So as you look at the air cards, just notice which one jumps out at you. There may be more than one. Everybody got a card? Good. Okay. Okay. So when you think about air, air is everywhere. You know, it's uh, one of the ways that I like to stay connected through the air realm is the people that I love, many of whom are on this call. Um, I imagine that when I breathe out, I'm sending them love and they're breathing it in when the air gets to them. Because really, it's the only realm that we share as human beings across the globe. So, what would be the highest, most loving perception of yourself as you step into 2026? What would be the highest, most loving perception of yourself? Take a little bit of time with that one. That's kind of a big one. heat. Giving you just another minute before we move on to fire. This highest perception of you would be a good thing for you to remember throughout the year. So you might want to write it down somewhere special where you see it. Okay. And now we're going to pull up fire. Fire is the transformation action realm. It's all about growth and movement, but also about deep inner reflection, deep inner light and dark, action and rest. You need both. So what fire wants to be your partner as you dance the next 2 weeks? And you may need more than one fire partner. People got a card to go in the fire slot. Good, 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 good. Okay. So sometimes, especially this time of year, it's not about the big actions, it's about the little ones. It's about taking small steps towards building up the fire. So with that in mind, my fire action question, what is one small action that would demonstrate growth? And growth isn't always expansion. Growth could be cutting something out. But what's one small action that to you would demonstrate growth? I sometimes find those micro actions have the most long-term impact. Could be spending an extra 5 minutes outside, or something tiny is what I'm looking for. Because if you do that one small action, you'll know that you've done it. And you can celebrate it. Just gonna put a tiny bit of music on for just a minute or two. See what comes up. Just going to give you another minute. We usually have a lot of interaction on the call, and this may not be a call for interaction. I'm okay if it's not. But if there's anything you'd like to share about what you're getting, to have the community share what they're coming to understand is always, always a contribution and a gift. So you can unmute if you want, if there's anything you're getting. Okay,
I have something I'd like to share.
sure, Jane.
I've been doing a lot of studying lately of polarity, how to work with polarization, between people and things like that. And I read something that said something like wholeness cannot be expressed or embraced when there's polarity, that there's this divide that's not going to go away. And today I got how that holds truth for me, that if I have a polarity within me or a divided self, I have to work on that if I really want to experience wholeness. I'm keeping it from expressing if I don't do it. And so that that was a wonderful aha to work with
Beautiful.
internal polarity so that I can experience my wholeness.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. I truly get that one. Yeah. Thanks. So we're going to turn now to spirit. Just make sure nobody else wants to say anything. And silence is okay. But I appreciate people sharing too. It's great. All right, we're moving on to spirit. How does the divine want to help you? What's available to you today? Thanks, Victoria. I got mine too. I was looking everywhere and all of a sudden it was just like, bam. Where's the bam card? Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. So make sure now you should have an earth card, a water card, an air card, a fire card, and a spirit card, or you might have more than one of each of those. I don't know. But we want a chance now to put it all together. But first, we're going to ask Spirit, what soul nourishment do you need? And if that question doesn't serve you today, please just open to Spirit. Spirit will talk to you. You know that. What do you need to ask Spirit if it's not that question? I'm going to put the music back on, but as you complete, just know that the next thing we're going to do is ask you to put it all together. So what I'm going to do is just go here. And I'm going to let the music play for a little bit. So if you get an answer from Spirit, you can put it all together. Excuse me. Okay. How's everybody doing? Would anybody be willing to share how they are at the close of this call? We crammed a lot in.
I will.
Thank you.
Yes, I feel particularly because of what Jane shared, right? Sorry. That I want to share what says about sacred union in the book. And I basically got, if I put it all together with ceremony, holding space for myself, more meditation, prayer, peace, and then that will energize the spark.
Mm.
And then bringing the sacred union together of the form and the formless and the being and the doing. And so
Ah.
sacred union is the deep connection with the divine to all that is, the masculine and the feminine aspects of the universe in divine harmony.
Mm.
It is the bliss of the full union of oneness and the expression of your individuality. Sacred union is the joining of principles that can be expressed separately and yet simultaneously.
And so it was.
And so it was.
Thank you for sharing that, Victoria. For those of you that don't know, the deck that Lisa Michaels created does have a book with it, and you can get the deck at lisa-michaels.com. There's also a version for your phone, and that may seem like it's not good because it's not the tangible, but it has everything, including journal space. So if you know someone who you'd love to give the deck to, if they go to lisa-michaels.com, you can get a download for your phone, and it's a great app that it's associated with that has the beautiful cards, and you can create, readings for yourself and all that, but also the tangible deck you can order. So I always want to give full credit to Lisa because she's been a mentor of mine for so many years, and ours. Many of you here have been with her for many years. So I just wanted to be sure to give that shout out. And the next time we're going to gather is going to be on Thursday, January 15th. And the new moon in Capricorn isn't until I think it's Saturday or Sunday that weekend, but I'm having it early because I'll be in an event online that I can't do the call on Friday. So I just so appreciate so many of you coming. Yes. Carol says the unified field message has really brought new old messages to me. It's time for renewal and reworking. Wow. Joyous 2026, y'all. Thank you, Carol Ann. I couldn't have said it better myself. Joyous 2026, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Please take the work that you did and apply it to your life in a way that's helpful to you. And know that you are loved, you are loved, you are loved. I so appreciate everyone here and everyone listening to the recording. Have a great weekend. And if you want to, go to insylight.com in about a half hour. You'll hear about something that's pretty cool. And if not, we'll see you another time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye for now. Stop share.